Paper Enterprise, as you know, can receive records in multiple different ways. They can even actually come directly out of DocuSign without a tickler. Or the demonstration today is going to be focusing on workflow. When the records are being routed through, we can set it up so that the document can leave PVE, go out to DocuSign, be routed to the signer or signers through the established workflow in DocuSign, be completed, and then come back inside of workflow / Paper Enterprise. We'll show you how that works very shortly. The way we do that is with our DocuSign Processor, which is a Microsoft Windows service. It monitors the many Digitech PVE projects. What it does, it will create and submit out an envelope to DocuSign. For those who have not worked with DocuSign, an envelope can have one-to-many records inside there. And envelopes is actually how DocuSign tracks and charges. You can have 7 documents in one envelope or just one. Upon completion, the processor will pull it back in. It will replace the version inside of PVE, and the workflow can continue. While it's out with DocuSign, our DocuSign processor will monitor DocuSign, waiting and looking for that envelope to be finished so we can pull it back inside the system. What you'll see, and as we do the demo, is that there's certain fields that are all configurable. We have the ability to set it up so that the workflow user can choose a template which will identify where the signatures should occur, add in information such as the subject or the body of the email, and get it sent out directly from the workflow task. They won't need to leave the workflow system to send out records to be signed. A visual of what that looks like, while it's in PVE, you'll hit send, it goes through our processor, and then we send it over to DocuSign. From DocuSign, it sends it out to one or many different users to be signed. Once it gets signed, it's up inside DocuSign, and then we pull it back into our processor, and we stick it inside of Digitech. This section right here is the template. As I talked about, you do have the ability for preset templates to be set up so that the records are established on where people should be signing. So with that, let's start the demonstration. Wayne, I'll move this over to you for you to start showing your screen.
Okay.
Okay. So you all know what the beautiful workflow screen looks like here. It has the image inside of it with your index values. You get to choose your workflow task, and you also can do your indexing. Over on the left-hand side, where Wayne is the indexing. I talked before about the ability to choose who it's going to go to and what information you want established inside there. So Wayne can add his email address. He can add 7 or 8 other people on who it's going to get routed to. It'll be routed in the order of the emails that you add inside the index values. The status is what is the workflow under right now. And then the DocuSign template is you have a choice there. These are pre-established templates, and what they're going to do is identify when it gets sent out to DocuSign where the signature should go. You do have the capability of sending these out without a pre-established template, and DocuSign gives the end users the ability to add the signatures on the form where they think is appropriate. If you can make the index a little bit bigger, Wayne, for a second, just want to show the other couple of fields. Yeah, so you can see DocuSign T, DocuSign S. Great. So the DocuSign subject, body, and envelope. The subject is what you want to show when the people are receiving their emails via DocuSign. The subject will be what's inside of those emails to help guide them with instructions about completing the form. And then the envelope is more informational purposes, so that if people need to track what was sent out, which envelope was assigned, that's part of the index values inside of PVE. So now, from workflow, you're able to send it out, solicit for signatures, and send it out for DocuSign. Once that is done, the end user will receive an email. That looks something like this. Very good, Wayne. That's fast. We get the review documents. Wayne's going to open it up, and I'm pretty sure all of you have filled out DocuSign forms before. You go through, you'll sign it. After it's signed, it'll be sent either to another person or be queued up to receive back into Paper Vision Enterprise. Now we'll go back to our workflow. So either in that queue or the next queue, the users will see now the form with the signature and dates there. You'll see that it will stamp the envelope ID. You'll see the history, which is nice to see when it was sent out, along with the DocuSign as being part of the history section. Once this is completed, it'll just travel through. The DocuSign signature will stay with your record inside the PV, and you can complete that. The fact that, like I said, Wayne chose the template allowed it to determine that the signature was going to go on that section ahead of time. But if there was no template selected, then the end users would be able to identify where they want the signatures to go. Let's take a second here and let's step back to look at the DocuSign software and just give you a feeling of the admin side of how that works and how they have signatures there. So Wayne brings up his first template, and it's just drag and drop. They have the widgets over on the left-hand side, and you start creating your template and identifying the information that you want. Sometimes you've seen that where you had to put signatures on pages, or you had to put initials on pages. So the widgets will guide the end users to complete that information. It's very straightforward in that regards. The DocuSign has been doing this for a long time. They have a strong administration module that provides the ability to create that. Also, they do have reports inside there. They have history and tracking.
Interested in what CASO can do for you? Subscribe to our channel now and check out these videos.